Hello children, welcome to your online class of SST. Today we will discuss chapter 9th, Urban Livelihoods. Children, आपने लास्ट लेसन में रूरल लाइवलीहुड्स के बारे में रीड किया था. आज हम अर्बन लाइवलीहुड्स पढ़ेंगे. इसमें दो सिस्टर्स की कहानी है, लेकिन उनके नाम मेंशन नहीं किए गए. तो चलिए हम एक सिस्टर को हेमा नाम देते हैं. ओके? This is the city where Hema's cousin lives. It is very big. Once, when she came here, her cousin took her around. They left the house early in the morning. As they turned the corner onto the main street, they saw that it was already buzzing with activity. The vegetable vendor was busy arranging tomatoes, carrots, and cucumbers in baskets at her stall so that people could see what she had to sell. Next to her stall was a lovely colorful one that sold all kinds of flowers. On the pavement opposite, they saw a person selling newspapers with a small crowd of people around him. Everyone wanted to read the news. There were auto rickshaws filled with school children. Nearby, under a tree, a cobbler sat taking his tools and materials out of a small tin box. Next to him, the roadside barber had begun his work. He already had a customer who wanted an early morning shave. A little way down the road, a woman was pushing along a cart with all kinds of plastic bottles, boxes, hairpins, clips, etc. in it, while another person on a cycle trolley was carrying vegetables to sell to people in their houses. They came to a place where rickshaws were standing in a row, waiting for customers. They decided to take one to the market, which was about 2 kilometers down the road. A large number of people in the city work on the streets. In a survey of Ahmedabad city, it was found that 12% of all the workers in the city were people working on the street. They sometimes sell things or repair them or provide a service. They work on their own. They are not employed by anyone and therefore have to organize their own work. They have to plan how much to purchase as well as where and how to set up their shops. Their shops are usually temporary. Vendors sell things. Things are often prepared at home by their families who purchase, clean, sort, and make them ready to sell. For example, those who sell food or snacks on the street prepare most of these at home. When they reached the market, the shops were just beginning to open. But the place was already crowded because of the festival season. Hema's cousin had an appointment with the dentist. They went there first so that they would not miss their turn. They had to wait for a while in a room before she was called inside. The dentist examined her and asked her to come back the following day to get a cavity in her tooth filled. Hema's cousin was scared because she thought the process would be painful and was upset that she had allowed her teeth to go bad. From the dental clinic, Hema's cousin took her to a new garment showroom because Hema wanted to buy some ready-made clothes. Hema wanted to have jari work done on one of her dresses, which she needed for a special occasion. Hema's cousin said that she knew Nirmala, who works in a garment factory. Nirmala's neighbors do jari work and embroidery. So they caught a bus and headed towards the factory area. The bus was really crowded. At every stop, more and more people got on, and hardly anyone seemed to get off. People were pushing others to make more space for themselves. Hema wondered how people travel like this every day. As the bus entered the factory area, people started getting off. They also got off soon, at a crossing. What a relief that was! There were a large number of people sitting on railings or in groups at the crossing. They seemed to be waiting for someone. Hemaj cousin explained that this place was called Labor Chowk. These were daily wage laborers who work as helpers. They dig out construction sites, lift loads, or unload trucks in the market, dig pipelines and telephone cables, and also build roads. There are thousands of such casual workers in the city. Most workers, like Nirmala, are employed on what is known as casual basis. That is, they are required to come as and when the employer needs them. They are employed when the employer gets large orders or during certain seasons. At other times of the year, they have to find some other work. Jobs like Nirmala's are not permanent. If workers complain about their pay or working conditions, they are asked to leave. There is no job security or protection if there is ill treatment. They are also expected to work very long hours. Hema's aunt is a marketing manager in a company which manufactures biscuits. The factory where the biscuits are made is outside the city. She supervises the work of 50 salespersons who travel to different parts of the city. They get orders from shopkeepers and collect payments from them. She has divided the city into 6 regions, and once a week she meets the salesperson of each region. She checks their progress report and discusses problems they face. She has to plan the sales in the entire city and often has to work late and travel to different places. She gets a regular salary every month and is a permanent worker with the company. She can expect her job to continue for a long period of time. Being a permanent worker, she also gets other benefits. The benefits that the Hemaj aunt gets are saving for old age. A part of her salary is kept in a fund with the government. She will earn interest on these savings. When she retires from this job, she will get this money and she can then live on that. Holidays. She gets off on Sundays and national holidays. She also gets some days as annual leave. Medical facilities for her family. Her company pays the medical expenses up to a certain amount for her and her family members. She gets medical leave if she falls ill and her salary is not cut if she takes this leave. There are many workers in the city who work in offices, factories, and government departments where they are employed as regular and permanent workers. They attend the same office or factory regularly. Their work is clearly identified. They get a regular salary. Unlike casual workers, they will not be asked to leave if the factory does not have much work. At the end of the day, Hema and her cousin reached Hema's aunt office and they got into Hema's aunt's car. Exhausted, but it had been so much fun. Hema thought, how interesting that so many people do so many different things in the city. They have probably never met each other, but it is their work that ties them together and helps to make up city life. So children, this lesson has been completed. Thank you. Bye bye.